Good morning, beautiful community. We 6 months ago started planning the biggest EcoMotion main event yet. And then things shifted around and COVID happened. But we decided not to let it win and to show it that we can still connect, although not physically, but trying to do so digitally. And this is why we created a platform for you today to help communicate and continue business as usual, almost as usual, and enable you to explore as many synergies as possible. So when you do arrive to a physical meeting in the future, you will arrive with a more mature communication and knowledge one on another. The concept of the main event was breaking through mobility innovation. And this was not only about breaking through, but breaking through it, understanding that with the shift of mobility, new technologies from different worlds were now relevant to ours. Funny enough that it happened also to us. With this shift, we realized that we need to start looking for technologies from other worlds. And with amazing partners, we had to adapt them to meet our new needs. And this is the time to thank them. First, we would like to thank our 3 founding partners for believing in this and supporting this crazy move, although it was unconventional. Our 3 founding partners that believed and supported this crazy move: the Israel Innovation Institute, the Smart Mobility Initiative under the Prime Minister's Office, and the Ministry of Economy. For 2 very special entities, Form Wizard for creating the Expo Wizard platform, and Cutaway for creating the broadcasting, all of this to make it work, and worked on this day and night to make that possible. Adi Bloom, our designer, for making EcoMotion beautiful in the virtual space as she does in the physical one. And our partners, which with every phone call warmed my heart, because most of them said for them, the most important thing is to continue supporting the EcoMotion community, understanding that this needs to happen and continuity needs to happen as well. The speakers, the breaking through innovation speakers, so amazingly energized and devoted from all over the world, who thought that we could bring so many amazing and talented people that are driving mobility as we see it. The startups from all over the world that engaged the fastest we've ever seen, uploading everything and creating this amazing virtual exhibition. And to Expo Tel Aviv, the Gorillas, and Ta Design. We will meet each other soon in the next physical event, but we still have a warm place for you. And the humans I would like to thank most, and personally, I think that each and every one of you at home as well. Neta, our community manager at EcoMotion, which does everything to make this happen, is the heart and soul and driving this community forward. Noga, which managed to push all the partnerships together, all the partners from all over the world, day and night, from Japan and China to US, the Valley, and making all of this happen. To Liz, our intern from Germany, that even canceled her flight, understanding that this needs to happen and Israel is a place to stay for now. If we learned something in the past month, is that flexibility is the name of the game. And we are so honored and grateful for your flexibility with us. For sure, the 8th EcoMotion main event will be one to remember. So a little bit about what's planned for you out there today. The Startup Virtual Exhibition. There are 170 startups from all over the world waiting to hear from you. So many technologies that we put filters for you to find the technology that's relevant for you. You can go in their virtual booth, contact the representatives, chat with them, and create meetings with them. To our partners which supported this event, have a whole virtual exhibition as well. You can go into their pages and see things that are the most interesting for you startups out there. What opportunities do they bring to the table? What are their challenges and what they're looking for? Out of our partners, we have 10 markets from all over the world. We call this the Go Global Virtual Exhibition. These markets want to help startups enter and do business in their local market. So please, startups, approach them, talk to them, see how they can help you engage with partners in their markets. The B2B. The B2B is kind of like the EcoMotion Facebook, right? You can find each other, find other participants out there, search and filter them if you're looking for an investor, an industry player. You even have a text box. You can look for all the CEOs out there, or even someone with just writing down their name. Make sure that under My Attendance, you tag the right topics of interest that are relevant to you, because this is the way to also find you. Let's go look for whoever is relevant for the micromobility space and then to engage with them in a conversation. And last but not least, I know that every year at EcoMotion, we love giving beer and cocktail, and the vibe is always amazing. So we want to keep that vibe, and we want to keep the global community together and have a drink together. So we created the community bar, and we will be there all day. Bring your own beer type of thing. We will have our own beer, and let's have a drink together. And last, I would like to thank all the participants of the EcoMotion 2020 virtual event. You're the heart of this community, each and every one of you. And we would like to thank you personally, the whole EcoMotion team, for joining once again to the 8th EcoMotion main event. We hope to see each other soon, hopefully in physical form, in May 2021 in Tel Aviv. So thank you. Have a wonderful and productive day and an amazing EcoMotion week. I'm honored to now invite to the virtual stage representatives from the 3 founding fathers and mothers of EcoMotion. Dr. Anat Bonshtein, Chairwoman and Director of the Smart Mobility Initiative of the Prime Minister's Office. Naama Kaufman, Deputy Director General of the Ministry of Economy. And Meir Arnon, Chairman of the EcoMotion Week and Board Member of the Israel Innovation Institute.
Good morning to wherever you are in the world. This is actually so strange talking to no one. So I will just pretend that I'm standing like I do so every year in the EcoMotion stage. So proud to be part of this amazing event we launched 8 years ago. So proud of this amazing smart mobility EcoMotion community that we have here in Israel, and so enlightened by the magnificent audience that chose to be part of this amazing day. So for those of you who chose to be with me, thank you. You know, COVID changed a lot. Corona changed a lot. The fact that I'm speaking now to a computer instead of a live audience, for instance. Yes, it created a lot of challenges, a lot of difficulties, some might even say destroyed. But actually, it gave us a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to stop and experience the world in a different way. In Israel, we have Yom Kippur. It's a day of fasting. There's no traffic, no industry, nothing, just quiet. COVID gave us actually a wider, broader window of that without the fasting. But we were able to see the challenges, the advantages, the disadvantages, to seek new opportunities, to create new opportunities. Specifically in the mobility sector, think of it like that. Now we have so much information just from the last 2 months. So much information, so much data that could be shared, so many case studies that can be learned from how different cities and states from across the world dealt with something that is so simple and basic as transportation, of moving people and goods from point A to point B in a restricted time. Think of how much we can now experience or learn from that. And you know, at large, if we weren't sure before the corona what the future of mobility would look like, we sure as hell don't know now. I mean, some say shared mobility will be the next thing. Some say shared mobility will be less attractive, and others say it's the perfect solution. Public transportation, how will that be now perceived as? What will happen to that? The whole logistic chain, the supply chain of logistics, we had a lot of experience with that. What would that look like? A lot of things would change. Investments, what is now going to be that must invest in thing? And by the way, speaking of investments, I'm so proud to say that just in a lot of months, we see so many investments and acquisitions here in Israel that the capital raised by the Israeli Smart Mobility ecosystem until now is almost reached $24 billion, despite the hard times lately, despite the challenges that we're facing now. So this is, we like to say, a big chapeau for the smart mobility community here in Israel, because it really is amazing. So, all the things that I just mentioned that are challenges now, or things that need to be talked about, this is part of this day. This is exactly what you're going to listen to and learn and hear from experts from around the world today. But before you start the day, I just want to say thank you so much to Orlie and her team, because all across the world, conferences and exhibitions and summits and everything are closing and canceled. And Orlie and her team chose to say, no matter what, no COVID, no Corona, nothing is going to stop us from bringing all the smart mobility global ecosystem together. So thank you so much, Orlie, for that. And now all you guys have to do is, whether it's morning or whatever, fill your glass of beer or wine or OJ or whatever. Fill it up. Sit back and enjoy the ride, because it's going to be a very, very interesting one.
EcoMotion community, it is a great pleasure to be here, and thank you all for joining us this morning in this unique smart transportation event at these special times. Despite the situation we live in, the reality of social distance, and the fact that we cannot organize events with masses of pavilions and crowds from all over the world like previous years, we are all here together. Happily, the technology brings us creative solutions that allow us to overcome the challenges of being separated and turn it into an opportunity to come together and connect from different corners all over the world. EcoMotion is a joint venture of our ministry, the Ministry of Economy and Industry, Smart Mobility Initiative, and the Ministry of Prime Minister's Office, together with Israeli Innovation Institute. It is a part of strategic program of our ministry to promote Israel economic growth by creating innovation ecosystem communities in selected areas. In our view, innovation is a tool and not a goal, a tool that creates economic growth. Our role is to enable it, promote it, and bring it to all major players together and advance it. Smart mobility companies, industries, startup and innovation-driven companies, investors, academia, policymakers, and many more. With more than 1,400 new startups per year, 300 multinational companies, thousands of entrepreneurs, and a comprehensive business ecosystem. More and more global auto manufacturers and tech giants are looking at Israel while creating the next generation of smart vehicles. We welcome all of them, all of you, and happy to assist creating partnerships with the Israeli industry in Israel. In these times of global crises, communities become stronger. If you use it wisely as an opportunity for learning and growing, much good will come of it. Enjoy the conference, and I look forward to seeing you all soon in Israel. Thank you all, enjoy, and good luck.
Good morning, EcoMotion. In these times of uncertainty, one thing for sure, EcoMotion main event is happening. Special times call for special measures, so this year is a virtual event. Next year we'll be back to normal in May. The coming months will call for different way of thinking and acting. More cooperation and focus on savings, some back to basics, much less globalization, certainly in the manufacturing. Like always in EcoMotion, we bring the best minds and leaders of the industry to discuss and debate, and we hope you will enjoy the day and take from it as much as you can. Stay tuned, stay safe, and continue to build your respective businesses and our EcoMotion community. Thank you.